What's up, guys? How is everybody doing out there? I wanted to sit down. People have been asking about our store. What's going on with our store? Do we still have our store? What are the plans with the store? So I wanted to sit down with Lut, kind of go over what's going on with the store, give you a little history lesson. We opened up a store in Dao, what, 4 years ago?
I think so.
About 4 years ago. Lut always wanted to like open up a little Sari Sari store. So we found this little store over in Dao, little building. Rent was
Ano,
6,000 a month.
yeah.
So that's
About
100 and maybe like 130, $140, give or take, something like that a month in rent. It was a small little downstairs, and then it had a little bedroom upstairs. So we opened up the store over there. People always have, were asking and always ask still today, how much does it cost to open up a Sari Sari store? Because some people want to open them. Some guys have wives over here, girlfriends over here that want to open up a Sari Sari store. And I always said, depends on the size of the store. My advice would be, if you are going to open a store, open it. If you have a house, open it in front of your house, right, Lut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more better.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to pay rent.
Right.
You don't need to pay the electric. Because electric was included into your house.
Right. So I've always said, if you're going to do it, if you have a house here, open it up in front of your house. You don't have to rent. Somebody's always there. You always, you don't have to get the extra internet if you're going to have internet. What did we spend to open it up? About
grand.
3,000 maybe. 3,000, go high, 4,000. You have to get we got a refrigerator to keep stuff cold, sodas, beers, freezer because we were selling ice. We had a water cooler in there. We got a stove in there, a gas stove. We had to buy a bottle of gas. She was cooking in there her meals and stuff. But my advice is, if you have a house, open it in front of your house. It was you're never gonna get rich. You're just never gonna make money. With renting, you got the electric, you gotta pay the electric bill, you gotta pay the rent bill, you gotta pay all the other stuff. I called it like a nickel and dime store, right? It was like nickel and dime, like people would just come, cigarettes, kids would buy candy, soda, beer, cooking things, laundry soap, nickel and dime.
Like one by one.
One by one. Well, that's what Sari Sari means. It means, what does Sari Sari means? Like variety.
Variety.
Like variety. It's just a store with a bunch of variety of a bunch of things in there. It was nice. It was fun. The thing is, guys, you do a store like that. What time did you open?
5.
5 a.m. What time did you close?
7.
Like
8.
7, 8 o'clock. 6, 7 days a week, you're always going to be there. You're always going to be there. It was just you and I at first, right?
Yeah.
Just her and I at first. I think Hannah Grace would come there. We did, and another thing too, if you hire somebody, you got to be careful who you hire. There was a woman that Lut got to be friends with and thought we could trust her, and we went away, right? And we came back, and like sales were down.
Yeah.
We're like, well, what's going on? Why are sales down? And the local community there talks and stuff. And what she was doing was, if Lut had a price mark for 5 pesos, she would put 8, 9 pesos on it, right? Yeah. And she would pocket the 3 extra, the 5 extra pesos she would put in her pocket. So you always got to watch. Another thing with expense, we put up a security gate there, so we had to pay for, put up a security gate there and everything. But it was a fun little store. You were there for what, about a year and a half or so?
Yeah.
About a year and a half, and then her brother, Beloy, come up. Her brother then came up from the province. We brought him up here He was having problems. We're like, come up here, get your mind off of things. So he stayed there, never left. Just stayed there all the time. Stayed there, slept there, ate there, washed there. He was there all the time. And Lutta always said, what, you wanted a bigger store?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So we moved over to this area over here in Mountain View, the house we're in. And then one of our neighbors here told us about the store where we're at now. It's bigger and it's available. So we checked in on that and moved our store over to there. What's the rent there? 10,000. So that's about $200. And then once again, you got, we have internet up there. So when her brother and everybody's up there, they have internet. We don't have a TV up there, so then you got the internet expense, you got the electric expense, you got the water expense. So right there, with all that, you're probably what, $300? $300, give or take, just monthly that you got to put out of your pocket. At first, when we started, we didn't have that big of an investment because we brought everything from the older store over there. I think we bought a freezer. We had some shelves made and stuff, but we didn't have as big of as an initial investment. And then we listened to the people in the area. Hey, here's what you should sell, right? What they sell?
Vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables, and then we have the vegetables, and then they offer you another one. And maybe it should better if you got this fish, chicken also, so the customer can go anywhere. All they need to do is just buy in your, like they buy vegetables and fish, they can buy just all in one shot over in your store. So we started to get like a little like groceries, chicken, and it's like a mix
Right.
of variety.
So I mean, it was like a mini little grocery store. You guys been following us. I mean, you've seen it was full. It was packed full of stuff. At first, it wasn't that busy, but gradually it picked up and picked up and picked up. And then all of a sudden, boom, the coronavirus hit. And what that did was a lot of your stores were closed. Restaurants were closed. People weren't eating out. People were staying home because where they worked, they couldn't go to work because they were locked out. You had a bigger market, which was down the road over in Mountain View. That was what, twice a week? Twice a week. That was shut down. So everybody was confined basically to where they lived. And business was good. If you followed our videos about a year ago, I mean, people were lined up, buying fish, buying chicken, buying things that they would normally buy at a grocery store because they couldn't get to grocery stores. It was busy. And we were the only ones in our area that were selling that type of stuff in our area. Now you go up the road on the corner of MacArthur Highway, those businesses were still open, but they weren't getting big business either because the jeepneys weren't running.
Yeah.
Everything was shut down. So everybody probably within a 8-block radius of where our store was coming to our store to buy. Yeah, Lut was doing good, business was good, she was making money, but you got to understand, if you make 20, you're spending 18,000 pesos the next day at the market to restock everything. And then with the money you're making, you're still got to take that money, put it to the side to pay your electric, your water, your rent, everything like that. And it was good. It was fun, right? It was fun. But another thing, like your hours, what were your hours there like? Well, you go to the market early in the morning.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock, sometimes 1.
Like 1 o'clock in the morning, she was up every day going to the market, every day. And then you would stay open till what time? 6, 7 o'clock?
No, because it's under like corona virus at
Oh,
that time.
we were
locked down. We order like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Right. But those are long days. It was fun. I mean, a lot of people comment, a lot of people buying, busy. Look, met a lot of people, made a lot of friends. But then slowly, as the coronavirus started lifting, people were allowed to travel more. People could get back to work more. People could get out shopping more. People could go out meeting more. So business was going down, going down. I mean, now granted, people still come. They're still buying. But like Luke said to me the other day, I don't know if I want to keep running the store. Her one brother that was always there, he's now going back to the province. Her other two brothers, her brother Miguel, every day he goes on the trike, runs down to the market. You're going, look, at least twice a week to the market. And look closes up early because business is only busy in the morning. A lot of the stuff you used to sell don't sell anymore, like your noodles and
It's
canned
hard to
goods.
it's been like many months before you can like
Right.
sell it. It's not like us before.
And like meat, like some of the pork's expensive. Not only that, guys, once, and I've said this, and there's guys out there now that are saying, yeah, when I get to the Philippines, me and my wife, we want to open up a barbecue stand, a Sari Sari store. We want to have an ukay store. That's all good and well. But if they see you doing well, 3 or 4 are going to pop up.
We want to copy.
They want to copy. 3 or 4 are going to. You might do well for the first month, 2 months, and then the neighbors will see that and they will copy it.
In our area, we have like 5.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3.
In our area, because people right now, they're doing everything they can for money. She said there's 3 or 4 of them just around the area where our store is now, and if they're on a street and those people used to buy from us, but now the neighbors doing it, they're going to buy from the neighbors. Not only that, I noticed more and more people roaming around, even in our area, selling vegetables, selling fruit, selling fish, selling chicken, the roaming market. So the sales aren't there, and it's like Liz is saying, is it worth my time?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I keep like thinking about it. I'm still thinking that. But one thing also, because before, as I always said, like I would like to get something to do in my life. So we decided to get like a store because I become more bored. But just because I do something right now, like looking for content, vlogging also, I thought it's just easier at the beginning. But every day, you just think about it. What should I do? Where I go? Where this? So my time also will more like going to find some content that I want to make that day. Then I'm going to stay in the store to like too long, because you gotta walk. Honestly, it's not like fun to have like finding a content every day.
Like she's enjoying now doing her YouTube
Yeah.
and her YouTube channel. The store, both her brothers are still there. We have an older woman who's there that we trust. So the store's still running. It's to the point where is it really worth our time, her time? Plus we don't know with the landlord, he's talking about next year, selling all that or redeveloping all that. Do you get out now before, one day he just walks up and says, okay, hey, guess what? We're going to shut this all down. And we're going to tear it all down.
Yeah, that's just where we just like I was planning to extend a little bit, but I just changed my mind. For some reason, we don't have a lot of contract anymore anytime soon. He just can tell me,
Right.
you have like 2 months. It was like, if I'm going to extend something, I'm gonna put like, let's see, a little like a food area, something. I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. And if he told me, hey, you're gonna need to get out, like I'm gonna stop
Right.
all that. I was
Right.
always thinking, no, it's not gonna do like this. I don't like this one, because maybe sooner or later they will like tell you this is the month you can only allow to stay there, and then all the stuff you have, all the materials you buy is just wasted. I don't need it. Like
Like all the shelves aren't filled because she's like, I don't want to fill the shelves because things will move slow. And what if he says, hey, you guys got to go, and now we're stuck with 50 cans of sardines and 500 boxes of noodles and all that other stuff. But the meats still sell, the vegetables still sell. We had also talked about, it's summertime, well, maybe we'll do hallow. See what we do. But like I told her, a week after we do that, 20 other people right in that area they'll start selling the Hallow also. That's the way it works. So, like I said in the beginning, if you're thinking about doing something like that over here, first of all, I hope you have a lot of time, because you're going to spend a lot of time at your store. Second of all, if you're going to do it, if you have a house, it's best to do it in front of your house. Second of all, third of all, whatever it is, if you're making money, guess what? Within a month or two, 20 of your neighbors will be doing the same exact thing. So, anyways, that's the update. Like I said, people were asking, you start the store, what's going on with the store? How's business at the store? We still have it, we're still running it. We're not in the red. We're not losing money, because Lud already said too, the day I'm putting money out of my pocket to pay for bills in the store is the day I shut it down. So it's still running, it's still making a little profit, but that's what's going on, guys. People asked, and I wanted to get it out there so people know. So anyways, with that being said, take care of yourself, take care of each other, the sick, the elderly, and the young. If you have pets, take care of your pets. And with that, we'll talk to you later.